A major twist in the global AI chip race is unfolding. According to the Financial Times, China is now set to limit access to NVIDIA's H200 chips, despite the United States already giving export approval. Yes, you heard that right. Even though President Trump's administration gave the green light to ship these cutting-edge chips, China is putting up its own roadblock. So what exactly is going on? And why is this so significant? Let's break it down. First, what are NVIDIA's H200 chips? The H200 is NVIDIA's latest high-performance AI processor. It's the successor to the H100, which already powers many of the world's leading AI models, including large language models like ChatGPT. The H200 delivers even faster memory and processing, making it ideal for advanced AI tasks, from deep learning to real-time inference in large data centers. Naturally, demand is sky-high. Globally, companies are scrambling to get their hands on these chips, and for good reason. They're essentially the engine powering the next generation of artificial intelligence. Now let's talk about China's move. Despite receiving export approval from the U.S. government, Chinese authorities are stepping in with their own restrictions. According to reports, buyers in China will now be required to go through a government approval process before they can access H200 chips. That process includes submitting a formal request to purchase the chips, but more importantly, explaining why a domestic Chinese provider couldn't meet the same need. In other words, Chinese companies will have to justify bypassing homegrown AI chip makers like Huawei, Biren, and others. And that's not going to be easy. So why is China doing this? This isn't just a supply chain decision, it's a strategic move. China has made it clear it wants to build a self-sufficient semiconductor ecosystem, especially in AI. By forcing buyers to prove they can't use domestic chips, China is pushing national companies to prioritize homegrown solutions, even if they're not quite on par with NVIDIA yet. This restriction is also likely a direct response to past U.S. export bans, which blocked NVIDIA from selling its most powerful chips, like the A100 and H100, to China. While the H200 may have passed the current export criteria, China is now asserting control from its side of the table. It's tit for tat, and it sends a clear message. What does this mean for NVIDIA? In the short term, it could slow NVIDIA's growth in China, which has traditionally been a major market for its data center products. If Chinese firms are blocked or delayed in buying H200 chips, it could shift demand back toward domestic alternatives, or worse, create friction in ongoing supply deals. But let's be clear, NVIDIA isn't exactly hurting. With the AI boom in full swing across North America, Europe, and other parts of Asia, global demand is outstripping supply. In fact, many Western companies still can't get enough H100s or H200s, so NVIDIA may simply shift allocation elsewhere. Still, this tightens the walls on NVIDIA's China business, and that's something investors and analysts will be watching closely. And what about the bigger picture? This move marks a deeper fracture in global tech relations. We're seeing an ongoing decoupling, not just in production, but in technology access, distribution, and influence. The U.S. wants to maintain leadership in advanced chip technology. China wants to become self-reliant and break dependency on American firms. And now, each side is placing strategic limits, even in areas where deals have technically been approved. That's not just about semiconductors. It's about AI dominance, digital sovereignty, and global competitiveness. In the coming months, we'll likely see more investment into Chinese AI chip makers trying to catch up with NVIDIA, stricter scrutiny on chip import requests in China, and possibly retaliatory moves if this restriction escalates tensions further. Final thoughts. The battle over AI chips isn't just between companies, it's between governments. NVIDIA's H200 represents the cutting edge of artificial intelligence hardware, and who gets access to it is now a matter of national strategy. So while NVIDIA continues to lead the global AI chip market, this latest development proves that politics, not just performance, will define the future of the industry. Thanks for watching Finance Spot. We'll see you in the next one.